Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, it's Mippy here. So today I'm going to share with you a massive YESSTYLE haul, and I mean a massive one because I'm reviewing a lot of things that I've previously bought, and those include some of these. So I've noticed that there are lots and lots of YESSTYLE hauls online, but most of them are first impressions and they don't really tell you about the wear and tears of the outfit and what ways you can style these items. A lot of the items that I previously bought are still on the website now and they're still selling them. If you haven't already heard what YESSTYLE is an online website which sells a lot of Asian brands. It's quite affordable and it delivers from Asia, I believe. A lot of the items on the website are one size fits all. It's similar to brands like Brandy Melville, but if they do have a size, I'll reference it in the video. What's good about this website is that if you buy over a certain threshold of products, then you get free delivery, and there are tons and tons of reviews on a lot of items, so you know what you're expecting before you buy these products. I also want to mention this, there are two types of discount codes that you can add into your basket. One is a coupon code which you can find all over the website. It's plastered almost everywhere, which is super encouraging for people who want to buy things. Try to click around the store and find the best deal for you. So there's another code called the rewards code. Mine is Mippyuix. So this gives you 5% off if you're a new customer or 2% off if you're a returning customer. It also gives me a percent off for my next purchase. Of course you don't have to use this. There are plenty other codes online if you want to use them or if you don't want to use that at all. So I hope you enjoy and we'll get straight to it. So my first item of clothing is this one I'm wearing here. It's quite oversized, but I think it'll still be perfect for work. This one is a pink colour, a very light pink, and it makes it a super neutral colour. I think it also comes in a blue. It's made of a cotton blend material, but super silky and somewhat breathable. If you want to dress it down, by all means wear a pair of jeans and it'll look perfect. There are still some threads coming out here and there, but it's fine, you can just cut it off with a pair of scissors. Overall, this neutral colour matches almost everything that I can think of. I for sure know that I'm wearing this to every formal event that I go to. The quality of this is so good that I feel like I could find it in a high-end store. It's easily one of my favourite items from YESSTYLE. Next is this grey plaid shirt, which is super oversized. The sleeve starts from here, but that's what gives it that cute vibe. It has 3 other colours. I think it comes in navy, black and pink, but personally I thought this one was the cutest because it's not too dull and it helps complement my outfit. This is a very good quality toss. It's a bit thinner than real plaid shirts, but it's thicker than normal shirts. I think it's very versatile because I can wear it on top of a cami, or when it gets cold I just button it up and tuck it in, so it's super cute. I normally take this out for that reason, in case it gets breezy, but if you leave it unbuttoned and over a top with shorts, that's super cute too. I've been wearing this for a really long time. It's still in perfect condition, so I have no faults for this. I've realised I bought so many shirts from the website, and this is another one. So it's a white shirt with lots of line art or abstract, would you call it abstract? But it really jazzes up an outfit. The thing about this one is that the material is questionable. If I scrunch it up, it gives a ruffly sort of sound. All I know is that it isn't a very breathable material, so I like it for the style but not for what it is. This is another pink shirt, which is a lot pinker than the one I'm wearing now. The collar isn't one of the collars that look like these. They're for decoration, I guess. It has 2 pockets, and the sleeves I want to talk about. So these are 3/4 length sleeves. I usually fold them up, but in general this is definitely not my best buy from YESSTYLE. Overall I wouldn't recommend buying this. Next is this super cute pink cami, which comes in a lot of different colours. It's one size, so it's quite stretchy, but I wouldn't say it's super stretchy. If you have a large chest, I don't recommend it because it will be really tight around here. Sometimes I get that struggle as well. There was one time I was trying to pull it off and I broke the threads here, so I need to fix that. The material for this pink one is really good. It's not see-through at all. I heard that the white one is kind of see-through, so bear that in mind if you want that one. If you want a cami that's simple and cheap, definitely go for this one. So the thing about buying from YESSTYLE is that there are a lot of one-size tops. Overall it's fine if there are oversized t-shirts or shirts, but for tops like these I tend to make sure I read the reviews if I haven't already seen some videos on it, because it makes me more confident and more certain that the certain item will fit me. This is my super oversized t-shirt that I wear all the time, so you may have seen this a lot. It is super oversized, look at it. It fills the whole screen. The first impression I had of this when I bought it was that I didn't like the collar. I didn't like how it had an extra brown and white stripe on the collar, because I think in my head I was thinking it would just be plain navy, but the more I wore it, the more it blended into the top, so I was completely fine with it afterwards. It's one of my favourite t-shirts. I think it's more of a Korean style because it's oversized and baggy, and when you tuck it in it's super cute. I like how the sleeves reach my elbows as well. Material is super good. I've worn this and washed it so many times and it's properly intact and nothing is wrong with it. So if you want an oversized t-shirt that's super comfortable, I recommend this one. I need to sneeze. Wait. Bless you. Next is something fancier but simple at the same time. It's an off-shoulder black top, which is super simple, and my favourite part is that it's not cropped. It covers my belly and all my insecurities. So for off-shoulder tops I have to have like something that's not too big or not too tight, otherwise it just doesn't sit right, and this is like absolutely perfect. It's like super stretchy and comfortable. When I lift my arms it doesn't ride up, and it's like perfect for a normal day out, because you know when you go out and you just like move along, you don't want it to start falling down or just looking weird, and this is why this is completely my go-to. I don't really buy sweaters or knitwear from online stores, but I had to get this one because the reviews were good, and this was back when I was trying to add colour and neutral colours into my wardrobe, because before then I was always wearing black and white monotone clothes, and yeah, this one was just perfect. I really liked the details on here. It was like the cable knit sweater. I would describe this as like a boxy oversized sweater. The length is perfect. I normally tuck it in, but that's like me with every other top that I have. And the way that it's oversized makes it one of my go-to sweaters for autumn. This is a sheer black top with diamond patterns on it. I got this because it was quite trendy a while ago. Because I already had the mindset of it being a bit scratchy because of the material, I wasn't too bothered about that. Knowing what type of material it is, you think it's quite delicate, but it's not. Obviously you're not going to go around and try and tear it, but I've worn this out for a whole day and it's completely fine, and there is literally no damage to it whatsoever. So I'm pretty happy with this. I just don't wear it too often because it gives too much of an edgy vibe, and I don't really wear that type of outfit a lot anymore. Sorry that I had so many tops. I'm moving on to skirts now. This is a natural beige coloured check skirt which has a really cute detail at the front here that sits on the left hand side. If you want to get this, please size up. This is already a medium and it barely covered my butt. This was partially my fault, but I was wearing a velcro bag and it made a lot of like lint come out and it made it really bubbly. Next is this brown checkered skirt in a size medium. I definitely could have sized down on this because it was way too big on my waist, but the good thing about it is that it comes with these two buttons and you can decide if you want to use it on the furthest one or the smaller one. But in my case, the smallest one was still too big. So what I did, which changed it a little bit but it wasn't too bad, I kind of looped it through this buckle hole thing and tied it around and then re-clipped it here for the style, so it kind of lost that extra bit of like length between there, if you get what I mean. That is what I did and it fits fine. The material is so good. For me, I don't really expect things to be super good quality, but for this it was super thick and warm for winter. It was a bit chunky when I first saw it, but it has this slit detail which just adds that cuteness to it. One thing was that I could have sized down. This is one of my more recent purchases from YESSTYLE. It's a plain black skirt which has a buckle detail on the left leg, I think it's pretty cool that it's attached to the skirt, because if I wear something separate, it often rides up or down and gets hidden underneath the skirt, which isn't very useful. The material is very good for something from YESSTYLE. It's very thick and quite comfortable. Skirts like this, which aren't stretchy, it's good to get a size that fits you. We all know when the tennis skirt trend was popular, and I really wanted a dupe from American Apparel, and this is exactly what that is. So this is a white tennis skirt which unfortunately has turned a bit yellow over the years, but the pleats are still intact and the quality is still there. One really good thing about it is that it has some undershorts in it, which is super good because of how short it is. It is so short. Be aware of that before you buy it. This also comes in sizes, so I have a medium here and I think it just about fits. Make sure you check the sizes and the reviews on someone who has a similar body figure to you. One thing I know for sure, it basically just covers my butt, and this is why I don't wear it that often. I tend to go for things that are a bit longer now. Maybe I've grown up. So if you want a tennis skirt, this is a pretty good dupe. This is a super pale blue pair of denim shorts, which will go super nicely in the summer, and everything pale and pastel just shouts summer to me. So a lot of denim shorts and whatnot comes with a uncut hole at the top, because I think it just saves them from the extra effort, and there's completely nothing wrong with that. I just use a pair of scissors and cut through to the hole. Just make sure you don't overcut it, otherwise you'll be a bit sad. I've got this in the size small, and honestly I gained a bit of weight so I didn't fit in it for a while, but now that I've lost a little bit, it fits again, thankfully, otherwise I would have chucked it out. When I first got it, it smelled of that, you know, that chemical smell you get from some products sometimes, and put it in the washing machine and wash it a few times and it should be completely fine. I remember seeing this and it was a dupe of like American Apparel and I really wanted it, so this is why I got this one. Another pair of bottoms that I have is this pair of culottes that I'm wearing right now. It has a low-key crinkled pattern to it, and that's what makes it a really thick material. It would have been nice if it was longer. Apart from that, it's a very good material and it's comfortable, flowy, and everything in between. You know, one of my favourite parts about it is that it has pockets. It has pockets. For me, culottes just make your outfit a lot more smart, but you can also dress it down while wearing a t-shirt. Next is my one dress, which is a red knit dress which sits right above my knee, I believe. When I first got this, I thought it would be a lot thinner because the stereotype of YESSTYLE clothing is that it's thin and see-through. I was pleasantly surprised that it was actually a thick knit kind of material. It's perfect for winter, and one thing I don't like is this sleeve because it's a 3/4 sleeve and I rarely wear them at all. It can be quite versatile because I can tuck it into a skirt or bottoms and I can just wear it as a top. Next up are the accessories, and the first thing I want to talk about are these really cute heart earrings that I've been wearing. These are really cute and it has some dangly detail at the back as well. One thing I don't like is the actual back clasp of it, because sometimes when I poke the front through, it kind of goes on wonky. It's kind of heavy for my ears. Like, you can kind of feel a tiny bit of weight on it. It's no big deal for something so cheap, and how cute it is as well. I want to talk about sunglasses, aka I bought 2 sunglasses that are exactly the same. Why, you may ask? Well, this one I used to shove in my bag with no care at all, and it has loads of scratches on the front, and also for some reason one of the screws came out for the nose bridge as well, so it's really wobbly. I realised how cute they were, so I had to wait for it to restock, and then I bought my other pair now, and now I treat this very nicely. Says me looking at a scratch. I'm not sure if it actually has like UV protection, but an accessory is an accessory. I'll invest in a more expensive one later, but these are my really cute pair of sunglasses. So that's it for now. I hope that was useful. I'm actually about to buy another package from YESSTYLE and it should arrive in 3 or 4 weeks. So if you want to stay tuned for that, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye!